Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody's synced in now. It's good to see everybody. Come on, come on. Glad y'all feeling yourselves tonight. I'm Byron Jamal, your love coach for the evening. Let's talk some love. I hope y'all are ready. I hope y'all are ready. I'm feeling good tonight. I hope y'all are feeling good. Hey, I got my people in the house. I see you. I see you coming in. I see you coming in. Thank you for joining. I'm so amped tonight. I am excited about this topic. This is what all of my clients always want to talk about, love. So this is what I know to talk about, the best of the best. Let's go, let's go, let's go. You know how we do tonight. We're talking love. We're talking dating. We're talking what it is to make a good date happen. Let me put some notes in here for my people on Instagram. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I am so glad to have you join me tonight. Thank you. You're looking beautiful as well. All my people in here. For all my people on Instagram, all my people on YouTube, all my people on Facebook. I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in, making love possible. You know, every time you tune into what I do, you're making a little bit more love possible for somebody else because you're just adding inspiration. You're adding fuel to the fire. You're making it real that people like to talk about love. So thank you so much. This hat is winning tonight. I feel like this hat is going to be the fly for Pence. I feel like everybody's going to be like, talking about my hat more than what I'm talking about. So let's go. Let's go. All right. That's my jam right there, by the way. I just want y'all to know that I love that song. And that song can get no wrong from me. Hello. All right. All right. Tonight we are talking, for those of you tuning in, reason why we're tuning in, we are talking about dating tips. That's right, dating tips. We are talking about dating tips. Are y'all ready for this? I hope y'all are, because we are about to go all the way in dating tips tonight. So I have something that I want to talk to you about. For those of you who have been with me for a while, you know that I talk love. We talk love here on The Heart and on Love Talk Live. Every Tuesday, you can join me for this. Every single Tuesday at 9 p.m., we are going to talk about love. And the reason why we talk about love here is because there's not enough of it in the world. And so I got my shirt. You can go to my website, byronjamal.com shop, byronjamal.com shop, and get you a I Heart Me. I Heart Me. You know, somebody asked me earlier, is this a broken heart? Nope, it's a path. I believe we all have a love journey. And the reason why I did that is because a heart would just be too ordinary. So this makes people talk and ask me about what the heart is. So that's why I have this road or path leading through the heart. So tonight you can go get that at byronjamal.com. Also, stay with me, because for all of you who post questions and comment and do all of that, you'll be entered in to win free stuff tonight. All right. You're going to be entered in to win some free stuff tonight. And I want to make sure you stay to the end to stick with me, because I got something for you and I want you to be a part of it. Now, I do have a whole course on online dating and dating. So I want to make sure that you are sharing and liking this, because there's going to be people who need this tonight. Okay, there are going to be people who need this tonight. And I need you to share this out. Tell people about it. I need you in the comments. I need you in the DMs saying, hey, we need this. Okay. I need you. For all my people asking where this hat is, Vonzel, I see you, brother. I know what you're doing. I'm here for it. Share, like, and give this to everybody. Everybody needs this tonight. Everybody needs this tonight. There is not one of your friends, and you know how I talk. So you know I'm going to give it real. You know I'm going to give it raw. I'm not going to embarrass you if you share this. Make it a watch party. Make it real, because tonight we're talking about love. All right. So let me just jump in, because I don't want to waste your time up front. I want to take questions. So I want to make sure to give the information I'm giving it out to early on. Thank you for sharing it to your girls group chat. Thank you so much for that. Ohio's in the house. Thank you so much. Look, let's just talk about the reality. All right. If I was to give an opening statement, I would say this. We know that love and dating is not easy, right? I don't even have to go deep into that. I can just say that and you know what I mean. Like dating is weird as hell today. Wait, dating is not easy. You have been scarred by dating. For those who have dated, it is easy to say you've been scarred by it. And many of you simply don't understand it. Maybe you've been coming out of a relationship and you haven't had a date in a while. Maybe dating has been one of those things that you thought you knew because everybody told you, your mama told you what to do, your auntie told you what to do, and you realize that none of their advice was fitting what is happening today, right? Like none of it. And let's be honest, everybody thinks they're an expert. Everybody in your life wants to tell you what you should be doing to get a man in your life. And you know, I am very specific now about what I do. I help men and women who want a man. Okay. That's what I do. I help men and women who want a man. That's not saying I can't help people who want to find a woman, but I help very strategically people who want a man. So everything tonight, if you want a man in your life, I'm here to help you. You need to find some people that want a man and help them get a man, because that's what we're doing tonight. Let's talk, y'all. Thank you, Willie, for the fire. The hat. I told y'all this hat is going to get all the attention tonight. Y'all listen. Y'all listen. I know the hat is good, but y'all listen to me. We talking good tonight. Let me talk to you. Let me give you a story about one of my clients, Cynthia, who was married for 23 years. Her husband passed, unfortunately, and unexpectedly due to lung cancer. She was single for 5 years, before she came to me. And once she came to me, she realized that the dating game was crazy. Okay, she was, think about that, married for 23 years, single for 5 years, and she is now entering the dating game all over again. Some of y'all have been in the dating game the whole time and y'all still don't know what's going on. So tonight I'm giving you 5 groundbreaking, game-changing tips that you got to stick for each one. I promise you, it's not what you got online. You can't Google this. I didn't Google this. This is straight out of me love coaching people and helping them in real life, in real time, get to this place. So I want to help you because I helped her to find love, and I want to give you what I gave her. All right. Now I do have an online dating course that is available right now that I'll give out at the end. I'm not giving it now because I don't want you going now. I want you distracted, but I'll give it out at the end. And I will even give you a discount on it because for those of you watching tonight, for just tonight only, I think this is what we need to be talking about: love and how to find it. So let's jump in. Who's ready? Now, let me do some housekeeping. First of all, for those of you joining for the first time, you're meeting me through another person. Let me just tell you who I am. I am Byron Jamal, a former pastor turned love and success coach. I help ordinary people find extraordinary love. That's what I do. That's all I do. I help ordinary people find extraordinary love. And what I do is helping people, whether they are single, whether they are dating, whether they are in relationships, whether they are engaged or married or divorced. I can help them at every phase of love. I believe there's 6 of them. I have a book on that called Successful Love. And I help all types of people. I have celebrities. I have everyday single mothers. I have people who are LGBT. I help anybody and everybody who wants to find love. That's my purpose and my mission in life. Okay, so I am here for it. Let's talk. If you like something, I want you to type a heart down. That lets me know that you connected with it. It lets me know you're in here with it. And I am free. Feel free to ask questions tonight. All right. We are diving in. Feel free to ask questions, type them in, and I'll answer them at the end of this. Now, grab a friend. Again, grab a friend, start a watch party, share with somebody who needs this, because tonight we're talking about dating. Let's go. All right. I love y'all. Y'all are already talking to me. It's good to see all of y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. By the way, y'all look good. For those of you who I follow back, I love y'all. Thank you so much for the support. We are here for it. I hear you, Von Zell, and I see you, Willie, over on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you so much. Let's go dating tips. All right. Don't forget, I'm doing a giveaway at the end. So stick to the end because I'll be talking to you about how to get this. My birthday, Scorpio people. Come on, Scorpios. Y'all better know it. November in the house. My birthday is coming up November 19th, and my book on self-love will be coming out right around then. So I want all y'all to check that out. But in the meantime, we're talking about self-love tonight. 5 tips. Are y'all ready? All right. Number one. And if you know me, I love for you to go ahead and type in the actual number one, number twos, number threes. Go ahead and type those in. The reason why I like to do that is for somebody who's comes in late, they'll catch it. All right, 11/19 is my birthday. Yes, 11/19. Come on, y'all better know. I want you to go ahead and type those in. So the first one I want you to type in for everybody who's on and with me and is present and accounted for tonight. Number one, be loving. Be loving. Now, I know that sounds simple, but here's why that's so big. All right. Here's why number one, be loving is so big. Because there are moments when your face and your energy and your presence does not say love. You may be the most intimate and passionate and loving person. You may be the type of person that will do anything for anybody. You may give your whole heart and your whole soul to everybody, but your disposition, your countenance, your face says the opposite. You do not say love in how you talk and how you move and how you look, in the way that your expressions come off. You got to be loving. If you want to date, if you want to find somebody, if you want to give off good stuff, you got to give good love. Here's the most conflicting thing that I hear from people. They'll say, well, I can't give all of my love because if I give all of my love, I might be foolish that I gave my love, because giving my love and they don't give it back makes me foolish. Here's what I say to that. A river doesn't stop flowing. A river doesn't stop flowing based on the season. Catch that. Catch that. The river doesn't stop flowing based on the season. A river doesn't stop flowing based on its season. The seasons can be changing, but the river keeps on flowing. You got to keep being who you are, regardless of what's happening around you. Hello. You are the thermostat, not the thermometer. You keep giving love because giving love is who you are. And you keep being who you are because who you are is who you're supposed to be. All right? So be loving. Number one, be loving. Be loving. Look, let me say this again. When I say be loving, I also mean that you have to love yourself completely and holistically. The reason why I say that is because if you don't love being around you, why should anybody else? Can I say that again? You're so desperate to get a date, to have someone around you, to not be lonely, to not be isolated. You're so desperate. And I'm saying the word desperate on purpose. Yes, I think everybody likes my hat. I told y'all this is my Mike Pence fly today. All right, it's all right. But you are so desperate to have somebody like you and be around you and want you that you end up not doing the things that are necessary for you to love and want yourself. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down here? By getting to a space where you can be with yourself and love yourself and appreciate yourself, when you go on a date, there's less expectation that they have to do something for you to feel lovable, right? There's less energy that you're giving out that's needy. When you love yourself, you come with a space that says, I don't need anything from you other than you. I think you missed that. I don't need anything from you other than you. I just need you to be you. I don't need you to affirm me. I don't need you to pay my bills. I don't need you to give me this or do that for me, because I am loving myself enough that I got that in check. All right. So that's number one. Be lovable. Be the type of person that is lovable enough that other people are like, dang, can I love you and more than you love yourself? See, some of y'all come so desperate that You need so much love that people are drained by how much they have to give you in order to feel like they're loving you. Come on. I'm talking about it because I've been there. Hello. I talk about it because I've been there. I know what it's like to be the person who's so needy for love that it is like you're just pouring into a bucket with a hole in it. You just need more and more and more and more. But when you're loving, you're not just loving them, you're loving yourself. And we want to get to a point where we love ourselves wholly and completely. So that's number one. Be loving. Number one, be loving. Because the level you love yourself is the level you can give and receive love. Let me say that again. The level you love yourself is the level that you can give and receive love. The level that you love yourself is the level that you will both receive and give love. You cannot receive, if your love level for yourself is a 5, then a 10 who loves you at a 10 can come in and their 10 love will not reach you at 10. It will reach you at 5. Okay? All right. So let me give an example. If this is how you love yourself and this is how somebody comes into your life and they pour and pour and pour their 10 into your 5, this is actually like a 2. But if they pour it in, guess what's going to happen? This is going to overflow and you will never get the full brunt of what they were trying to give because your capacity was too limited. All right. I hope y'all caught that because some of y'all got to do some self-love work before you start trying to go after dating. But number one was be loving. Number two, let me give you my advice I tell my clients. Number 2, be flexible. The game has changed. The dating game has changed. It is not your mama's dating game. It is not your cousin's dating game. It is not your auntie's dating game. It is a modern dating game, and it's changing every week, every month, and every year. All right? This dating game is changing all the time. You got to keep up. The stuff that you think is supposed to happen ain't always supposed to happen. Okay, it's not happening anymore. Women got jobs, they can pay for stuff. There's expectations that have shifted. So now it's not a bad thing. I want you to think of this change as not a bad thing. It is simply now you got to have more conversations. Now you got to talk about things instead of assuming things. So you've been comfortable because you've lived under assumptions. So you've not had to have the conversations. So now you got to talk about stuff. Now you gotta in the first introductions say what the date's gonna look like. Say what it's going to be like. Thank you for putting that down, Willie. Be flexible. Number 2, be flexible. You gotta put down what it is that you want and what you need. It's no longer assumed that somebody's supposed to do stuff for you. You gotta say it. Hello. You got to say it. You got to open your mouth and say what you need. You got to be flexible that they don't understand what you need. You got to be flexible that they do certain things that you're not used to, that people are a little more relational than they used to be. People used to just want to stay at home, and now people want to go out because there's more people to go out and see. You got to be more flexible. You got to understand that life is changing and that things are changing and that people are changing and that times are changing. And you can't get stuck in what your mama taught you about love and dating. The biggest thing that I've been teaching is that my clients come to me and tell me what their pastor said about dating and what the Bible says about dating. And I'm like, well, baby, if you are stuck right there, you are stuck. There's not much you can do from BC to 24 BC. There's not much I can teach you from that about modern dating. Okay, so if you really want to learn how to date today, you got to understand what's happening today. You got to be in today. You got to understand what's going on today. Is there an entry level? Elijah asked, is there an entry level to this? The entry level is simply this: understanding that where you are now is where you got to start from. It's not from your yesterday. It's not from your yesterday's experience. It's not who you dated 10 years ago. It's not what the babe that you had your first, that was your heart, and it was amazing. All that's changed. If you try to date them today, it wouldn't work. Come on. I'm talking to you because it's real. So number two is be flexible. You got to diversify your portfolio. All right. Question is, who's supposed to pay for the first date? That's not even a question. Pay for your own date on the first date. Let me tell you something. First date, I'll deal with that at the end. Save that question. I'm coming back at the end. I'm gonna deal with that. All right, because that's big. Let me go back to this. Diversify your portfolio. The reality is that some of y'all are so stuck. You want this for my women who go to church. This is what y'all want. I need a Christian man who might be a pastor one day. I dealt with that. All right. For y'all party heads, y'all need somebody who's going to be out every night in the club with you. For those who like singing and like artists, you need somebody who is a singer or a musician. You need somebody that can back you up when you sing. Right? No, diversify your portfolio. Let me tell you about my 3 C's. I'm gonna tell you about my 3 C's, and I'm gonna give you this real quick because this wasn't a part of my speech, but I feel like some of y'all need to catch this. There's 3 C's to dating and relationships. One of them is connection. It is the biggest part. I'm gonna start with the biggest one first. It is the biggest part. Connection. A connection is something that happens and you can't explain it. It's bigger than everything. You have a connection with somebody that you can't explain. It doesn't make sense. People look at y'all and don't understand why y'all are together. Right? It's a connection. It's a connection that you can have, and 10 years from now, you can disconnect and come back together and don't miss a beat. It's a connection. Oftentimes you have this with friends because it's a deep connection. But then there's chemistry. It's something about you that works together. You work together. In fact, you can have chemistry on a job. But just like chemistry, you can make chemistry happen. Chemistry is not something that, chemistry is something that you can build. It's something that you can force. It's something you can develop. You can have chemistry with coworkers, but not have a connection. Because you have a common goal, you can develop chemistry. Chemistry can be built because you happen to be in the same city. Chemistry can be built because you have the same occupation. You like the same types of things. That's chemistry. But then you have compatibility, where you just happen to like the same things. You think the same way. You move the same way. You walk the same way. And some of you confuse compatibility for chemistry. You're a doctor, so you want a doctor. You got this much money, so you need somebody with this much money. That's compatibility. But compatibility doesn't mean there's going to be chemistry. And chemistry and compatibility doesn't mean there's a connection. And this is why people with a connection can last longer than people with chemistry or compatibility. There could be people that are not compatible, but because they have a connection, they can last. Oh, I'm talking good. I know, I'm talking good. Thank you. Some of y'all needed that right there. You've been so stuck in compatibility, trying to find the person that matches, that you've been missing the connection that can make it last. See, certain things you get over because you realize you got a connection that's bigger than chemistry. You had plenty of chemistry with people you don't want to date. You had compatibility with people that you don't want to date. But when you meet somebody with a connection, you're like, man, I can't stop thinking about you. I can't stop feeling you. You're on my mind. You're in my spirit. There's something about you that, ooh. Let me tell you something. You can have chemistry and have sex with somebody. Right? That's chemistry. But connection is bigger than sex. Connections at the spirit level. Connections at the level of infinite, of universe, of non-ending, of never ending, of possibilities that are beyond what you can see, feel, touch, or sense. So you're looking for a connection. That's why you got to diversify your portfolio, to get back to my point. That's why you got to diversify your connections, because you got to be open to enough people sensing enough people, experiencing enough people that you understand what a good connection feels like. All right. That was my lesson. I'm just dropping that off on you. Thirdly, you got to be curious. Babies, look, let me tell you something. Some of y'all are so stuck. Some of y'all are so stuck on what you want that you are not curious about what else is out there. Number three is be curious, be exploratory, be investigative, be amazingly curious about who people are and what they might offer and what they might present that's bigger than what you see surface level. Come on. I know, look, if you saw me in the street right now with this hat and this shirt, you wouldn't know who I was, but you were like, who is that brother? Who is that brother? I want to know that brother, right? But you don't know nothing about me, but you be curious. So, dating tip is on the reverse side of that. Be somebody who makes people curious. Oh, that was good. That was real good. Be somebody who makes people want to be curious. They want to know who the hell you are. They want to know what your name is. They want to know when you got a hat like that. They want to know why you wear what you wear. They want to know why you move the way you move. They want to know why you act the way you act, why you walk with such confidence, why you move. Be curious. So I'm saying that two ways. Be curious about other people, but be curious in the fact that people are curious about you. Be somebody who is somebody who people want to be curious about. It's number three. Baby, nobody wants to be with somebody boring. I'm gonna tell you that now. I'm gonna tell you, nobody. I'm gonna tell you, I've talked to every client I've talked to. Nobody's ever said, I want somebody boring. Nobody. Let me say that again. Nobody. Nobody. Nobody, baby. Nobody. Nobody has ever said, I want somebody real boring. I want somebody who bores the hell out of me. Nobody said that. Nobody. Here's what I hear. I want somebody we can try new things. I want somebody that we can explore new places. I want somebody I can travel with. I want somebody that wants to try life. I want somebody that I can live life with. I want somebody that moves and is spontaneous. I've never heard boring. I've heard educated, but I've never heard boring. I've heard sophisticated, but I've never heard boring. So if you are boring, I just need you to step up your curiosity level. Make people curious about who you are. Make people want to know who you are because it's important. All right. All right. Good. I'm going into questions, y'all. Don't worry. I'm going into questions. We're going in. I'm getting through these last 2 points. And then I promise you I'm going to take questions. Okay. So we talked about be loving. We talked about be flexible. We talked about be curious. But now be clear. Be clear. Be clear. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Be clear. Be clear. What does that mean to be clear? Know first who you are. Number one, know who you are. Be clear. Number one, know who you are. See, some of y'all going dating and y'all don't know who you are. Somebody asks you who you are, you say, I'm Byron. What's that mean? I don't know. I'm Byron. That's what my mama named me. See, you didn't even name yourself. So by giving your name, that's not even who you really are. Who are you? Who are you beyond your name? Who are you beyond the job that you ended up on? Who are you beyond the talents that you happen to gain? Who are you beyond the people that you happen to know? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? No, who are you? Who are you? Be clear about who you are. If you are a lion and you know you're a lion If you know you're a lion, you know you're a lion. You're a lion. You're a mean old lion, right? That's my Wiz is one of my favorite movies, y'all. I'm a mean old lion. If you know that you're a lion, then you don't need to necessarily be with a lamb unless there's a connection. Go back to my connection. Unless there's a connection, and then you can be with the lamb. But if there's no connection and there's no compatibility, clearly, because a lion and a lamb, and there's no chemistry, lion and a lamb, then if there's no connection, no chemistry, or no compatibility, only by knowing who you are do you know how to interact with the people that you're engaged with. Only by knowing who you are. So number one, know who you are. Under be clear. Number two, under be clear, know your values. What do you stand for? What are the things you will and won't do? Lamb for dinner. Hello, lamb for dinner. I felt that one. What are the things that you will and won't do? Period. Just period. I feel the lamb. Now behold the lamb. Now behold the lamb. Y'all are funny. I love y'all. What will and won't you do? See, these are things you got to have clearly defined before you start talking to somebody. What do you stand for? What don't you stand for? What will you accept? What won't you accept? What will you do? What won't you do? Who are you? But then who you are leads you on to what you believe and what you stand for and what you value. And see, there are certain things that you don't like, but you don't necessarily have a value system based on them. And the things that you realize that you can accept because basically you didn't have a negative towards it. You just said it's not something I would do, but it's not something I feel is bad. And so it fits. But then you have the things that are deal breakers. Hell no. No, no, no. But you got to know you got to know the difference. You got to know your values. Lastly, under be clear, you have to know your goals. Look, some of y'all need to stop dating when you know you're super busy. You need to stop. Just stop. Just put it to the side. Be clear about that it's not a goal of yours. Be clear that your goal is not to date, that your goal is not to have an active dating life. It's okay, my people. It is okay. It is okay to say dating is not on my purview. Dating is not on my horizon. Dating is not what I want to do. Dating is not what I want in my life right now. So thank you, Catch. Know who you are. Know your values and know your goals. That's all under be clear. Be clear about these things. When you are clear about these things, then guess what? Dating becomes more clear. It's very clear about who you attract and who you don't, right? If you are a hospital, you know you want to attract doctors and nurses. So when somebody walks in and they aren't either of those things, then you understand that this is not a good fit for what we're trying to hire for. You got to know these things about you because for me, in your life, it makes sense to know your goals, know who you are, and know your values. All right, last point. We talked about number one, be loving. Number two, be flexible. Number three, be curious. Number four, be clear. And last but not least, number five is the biggest thing that I work with my clients on, the biggest thing of all the things, the hugest and most important thing of all of dating. By here, you should have already gotten that because first phase is single phase where you learn how to be confident in yourself. But if not, you are in trouble when you get to this point, which is be confident. Number five, be confident. Let me just tell you about some of y'all. When y'all go on dates, y'all are so nervous about who you are and what you look like and how you look. Do you understand that some of you, the only reason why you're big, the only reason why you gain weight is so that you can protect yourself? Some of you, the only reason why you gain weight is so you can have a reason to say that people don't want to talk to you. Oh, I know because I've been there. I'm just talking from personal experience. The only reason you gain weight is because you know that it's a defense mechanism. So you can have an excuse. So you can have an excuse of why you don't have love. Some of y'all would be 2 pant sizes smaller, 3, 5 pants sizes smaller. But because you understand that weight sometimes, most times, people away, you would rather add the weight and have the excuse than to take care of your body and be confident about your body and love your body and take care of who you are and honor your vessel and honor your temple and stop eating so much and stop overeating because you're nervous and stop overeating because you're sad and stop eating unhealthy stuff. You would rather do now. This is not judgment, y'all. Y'all know me. This is love. I'm talking from a place of love because I've been there and I've done it and I know. Let me just tell you about me. I was in such a sad and depressed place. I started eating Oreos like every single night. I was buying packs, buying packs, and gained like 20, 30 pounds. Let me tell y'all. But it was a defense mechanism because I didn't feel beautiful. I didn't feel sexy. I didn't feel lovely. I didn't feel amazing. I didn't feel. And so I reflected that in my body. The confidence that I'm not saying that it's bad. I love my thick people. I'm still thick. Let me just be clear. I'm still thick. I do understand the difference between being thick and being unhealthy. Two different things, right? Two different things. And when you live in a way that's showing that you're unhealthy, it reflects that you don't have confidence. See, confident people want to maintain their confidence. Confident people want to maintain their confidence. There is no confident person that says, I want to wake up and not be confident today. No, confident people do things that help them maintain their confidence. So if their confidence comes from a body that they love, then they do things to maintain the body. If it comes from the kind of money that's in their bank account, then they do things to maintain their bank account. If there are things that they drive, then they do things to maintain their ride. See, when you are confident, you maintain your confidence. So when you find yourself slipping in areas, you got to question yourself. Yes, you can be confident and plus size. You can be confident and plus size. You can be confident and plus size and still be working on your body. You can be confident and plus and broke today and still be working on your money. You can be confident and uneducated, don't have a degree, and be working on a degree. You can be confident, but see, confidence comes from here's my main point about this. You gain confidence from the journey, not from the having, but from the journey of keeping. So when you're on your way to something, you're confident because you know you're on your way, right? So you don't have to have it. This is the misconception. This is why people don't get it. Oh, I got to be financially secure to have a man. No, you got to be on your way to being financially secure to have a man. You got to be confident that the decisions you're making are leading you in the direction to the things that will make you more confident about your life. And you can start getting the man that you want today if you're already confident that you're headed in the right direction. Oh, that was good. Woo, that was good. That was good. Now, I want you to hear that. Woo, somebody needed that right there because you've been holding back because of what you felt like you did not have. And what I'm trying to point to you today is that being in direction of the thing is enough. If I had a bow and arrow, I would be confident without shooting the arrow that I'm about to hit the bullseye. Your confidence is not in the hitting of the bullseye. It is in the holding of the bow and the arrow. It's knowing that the arrow and the bow are in my hands. What is in your hand? Have you taken in your hands control of your eating? Have you taken in your hands control of your finances? Have you taken in your hands control of your sexual inhibitions? Have you taken control of it? If it's in your hand, you should have confidence. You don't even have to hit the bullseye. Just having the confidence is right here. It's right here. It's not in the release. It's not in the obtaining it. It's not in the bullseye. It is saying that I'm aligning to get it. Confidence is in the alignment. It's not in the having. I just saved a life on that one. It's not in the alignment. It's in the having. It's in the having the bow and the arrow in your hand. It's in taking control. I know we talk about dating tips here, but I'm giving you life lessons for some other stuff too. That's what I do. Woo! Woo! All right. Thank you. I'm glad I could answer that question. Now, getting to some questions. Those are my 5 tips. Let me go back through them for you. Number 1, be loving. Understand that you got to love yourself and you got to love other people. Number 2, be flexible. You got to be able to understand the game has changed and diversify your portfolio. Number 3, be curious. Be the type of person who is curious about other people, and also be the type of person that people want to be curious about you. And number 4, be clear. Be clear about who you are. Be clear about your values. Be clear about your goals. And last but not least, be confident. Woo! God have mercy. All right. So tonight, for those of you who asked questions already, I'm going to do a giveaway. For those of you who do not have my new book, Successful Love, I'm about to release my next book on self-love, but Successful Love has the 6 phases of love. I'm going to give you a free copy on tonight. So I'm giving 2 people free copies tonight for just tuning in and being a part. Let's see. I'm going to do it at the very end. So I'm going to go ahead and answer some questions, and then we'll do our giveaway. So stay in here to the end. All right. Let's see. Let's come over here. Let's get some questions. Catch said she sure does love books. I love books too. All right. Let's see your questions. Let's go for it. Let me find one. I'm going for them. Y'all. Don't worry. I'm catching up, y'all. I'm picking up what y'all putting down here. And let's see. My question number 1. I think I answered some on the way. I think that's why I lost it. Oh, yeah. Okay. There we go. Let's see. We have one here. Okay. So I answered the question about confidence and plus size, but I want to answer this question. How do you know you found the right person when you found the right person? Oh, that's good. That's good. How do you know you found the right person when you found the right person? All right. Number 1, you know when you know, right? Like, how do you know you found the right dish to eat tonight? It feels good. It tastes good. It feels good. It's right. It makes you forget that there are other meals out there, right? Like, a good meal will make you can eat good chicken and forget there's lobster out there. That's what I'm saying. Because there will always be something else after what you found. But by finding the joy in the thing that you found, if it brings enough joy to be enough to make you forget about the lobster out there, if the chicken is good enough to be better than the lobster, for all my people who don't have shellfish allergies, that's when you know you found something. When you feel the connection, see, connection is bigger than the chemistry or the compatibility. I'm going to say that again. So when you learn to find the people that connect with you in a way that you can't explain, if you can explain it, it's not a connection. That's compatibility. You can explain compatibility. You can even explain chemistry, but you know you found the right person when it's unexplainable, when you don't know why. Why do I like this person? I don't even understand why. All right, next question. Long distance. Long distance. How do you date long distance? I dated long distance for a whole year, and it was very successful. So I can speak to this directly. I have 2 clients right now that are dating long distance, and they're doing very well. Here's how you date long distance. Same things that I would tell you to do in person when they're in the same city, but you're busy, because I have a lot of busy clients. Number 1, you make time. Always make time. I don't care how busy you are, you're never that busy. You make time. Number 1, make time. Okay, so to answer your question, number 1, Olga, Make time, make time, make time. You can make time for anything. You can make time for anything at all, right? So number one, make time. Number two, have good communication. Your conversations when you're long distance cannot be surface level like when you're face to face, and you take that for granted. Your conversations have to be deep. They have to be meaningful. They have to be about what your goals are, what your ambitions are, what your hopes are, what your dreams are. They have to be bigger than the surface level stuff. You got to know quicker, is this person in the direction, if are they in my bow and arrow, are they in my bullseye, are they in the direction of where I'm going? Because if not, then you don't need to waste your time. You already have too many obstacles with distance up against you. So you don't need to have lack of connection when you know that it's not good. Okay? So that's number two. Number three, I would say, check some things about who, when they're long distance, you need to check more about who they're around. And I mean this, and I'm not saying stalker stuff, but I'm saying understand more about their circles. Understand more about the circles. Who do you like to hang? See, when you're close up, people have all types of circles in their city. And if you live with them or you're close by, then it shouldn't impact you as much. But when they're long distance and they don't get to see you and they don't get to touch you and feel you and sense you and smell you, or use their senses with you, then you have to understand. Ask your question about physical attraction again. Go ahead. Did you have to you have to understand that there's going to be something missing. There's going to be something missing if you don't connect on that level and if you don't really know who's in their circle. All right. So knowing who's in their circle helps you understand them better. It's not just about their job. It's about who they actually choose to hang with, the type of people they get to hang with, the type of people they want to hang with. And so go ahead. Yes. Drop that question in one more time and I will answer it for you. Nope. 99. But that's a great question. Long distance is one of those things that I advocate for because I feel like people, especially now, who are more connected all across the way. Oh, it's in the question box. You know what? I haven't used that question box in a while. Thank you for that. Go use that question box. I love it. Y'all dropping that in. Oh, I can use this. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. You know what? The question box is my friend tonight. All right, let me go ahead and answer yours first since I put you on here. I don't see your question. Let's see. Nope. Let's try this one. Dating someone older, a bad or good thing? Oh, good Lord, yes. I think, you know what? Dating younger or older, yay, question box. I know, right? Dating younger or older, it's neither. It's neither bad nor good. Because it's not about age, it's about maturity. All right. So not about age, it's about maturity. It's about where people are. Again, it's about connection. It's about compatibility. It's about chemistry. It's less about age. Age to me is like way down the list because you can find younger people that have their stuff together and you can find older people that are acting like they're 12. So age to me is not a big thing. What to me is a big thing is the ability to connect with people in a way that means something. If you're headed in the same direction, then I would say that is a good thing. All right, let's go to this one. How do you balance being flexible versus unintended consequence of settling? Look, let me tell you something. It is so easy to be flexible and then find yourself slipping into settling for somebody. Here's how you know. I talked about knowing yourself, knowing your values, and know your goals. You're settling if you are doing any of the things under that. If who you are and what you value and your goals don't align with the things that your partner is doing, then you are settling, period. Period, right? I'm not talking about your money because having a goal for money and wanting to be a millionaire and they're not a millionaire, you're not a millionaire, that's a goal, but that's something you're ascribing to. It's not something that you already have. I do say this, and I have learned this a long time. You got to get with somebody who has as much or more to lose than you. That's one of my tips, is that you have to get with somebody who has as much or more to lose as you, because they understand life, they understand process, they understand on certain levels of things that you don't have to have conversations about, because they understand about the things they can lose. Like if you're in education and your partner's in education, then you understand there's certain pictures you can't take, there's certain things you can't post because you'll get fired, right? Like because you work with children. And so there's that conversation that you don't have to have if you are on that same level or higher. Let me answer some of the questions. Do you believe someone can fully love their partner in a relationship if they are still learning to love themselves? Yes, I feel like you can learn yourself. Let me go back to my example. I feel like you can fully, when you say fully, can you fully love someone? Yes, you can. You can fully love someone, right? You can fully love someone. It doesn't mean they're getting all they need from you. Did you just catch that? You, number two sides love, self-love, can fully be full. You can be full of this, right? Let me give you let me give you the real example. Self-love, pouring love in yourself all the way to the top, right? Okay. I just leaked on myself. Baby, it was a drop in the bucket, but you gave them all the love you got. Baby, I love you. I gave you everything I got, everything. And you wondering why this ain't working. Because what they give leaves them completely empty. Whew. Whoa. I just made a whole. I'm gonna use that again. Thank you for. See, this is why I do this, because I get stuff out of this, and y'all don't even realize I'll be using this stuff from talking to y'all. Y'all are so amazing. All right, let's go. Let's ask another one. Ooh. Let's get another one. Can you speak to the importance of physical attraction? I agree on curiosity, chemistry, and compatibility, but what happens when the first stage of physical attraction isn't there? Honestly, it can not be there a lot of times. I know a lot of couples that get together and initially they weren't attracted to their partner. Initially, they thought they wanted because here's the truth. Let's be honest. Here's what society says good looking looks like, right? They say good looking looks like muscles or toned or definition or everything not big, everything not super thick, except now you can have big booties and stuff, right? Big booties and big pieces. Okay, y'all know what I meant. The other thing that can influence that, though, outside of what society says, is what you've seen growing up. So a lot of people are also attracted to people that look like our parents. I know it's weird, but it's true. Freud, read up on some Freudian stuff, and you'll understand where that came from. But we also are attracted to people who often look like our parents. So, that can do it. It is important in that you want to be attracted to the person that you're with. But I honestly would tell you, body types can change. Body types can change. And so it's more important to have the connection, to develop the chemistry. And even if you don't have the compatibility, so what? But at least have the connection and have the chemistry. That would be bigger than anything else. Because I tell you, your taste will change. Okay. People who like juicy fruit early on as kids. Like, let me give you an example. There's some candy now that I can't eat that I loved back in the day, but it's too sweet. Now it gives me a headache. There's some things I thought I loved that now I don't. So you can't get based on the physical, because your physical taste may change too. Right? Right. And it probably has. I hope it has. Here's how I know it changes. Because when you were 12 and you like 12-year-olds, you better not be 30 and still like 12-year-olds. Right? Taste changes. It better change. Better change. Oh, y'all better change. Don't maybe come over there. So I know your taste changes. I know what you think is sexy changes, and it will keep changing. So again, that's why I say it's nice to be physically attracted. You should want to be attracted to your mate, but if there's no connection, it's not going to work anyway. All right. We're just talking, y'all. We're just talking. Derek said his taste has definitely changed over time. Hello. What is the best advice you can give titles on relationships? To give titles on relationships. Me and titles, not always a fan, but it's fine. If you need titles in order to understand life, because often we do, then I would simply say this as we're wrapping up. It's my last question. I'm going to do my giveaway and then we'll get out of here. You want to do titles when you both feel very confident that it's going to work out for you, that you're in a space where you like each other enough that it makes sense to do it. Okay? You don't want to do it too soon. You don't want to, let me say that again. You don't want to do it too soon. You do not want to do it too soon, because if you do it too soon, you will be mad at yourself. All right? Okay. Here's what I'm going to do, everybody. I got a link for those of you who want to enroll. If you want to enroll in my new course on dating, online dating, if you want to enroll in that, I will give you $20 off of the course. Hit me up and I'll send you the link with the coupon to enroll in that. It is 14 days, 2 weeks of guided trainings with videos, worksheets, checklists, everything you need. And yes, I answered who pays for the first date. That's not a question I answer. Pay for your own date. All right. So yes, inbox me, direct message me. If you want that link, I will give it to you. I'm not going to give it out on here. I don't want everybody to have it unless you really want it. So if you really want it, go to my inbox, direct message me, and send it to me. All right. For all of those of you who are with me right now, thank you so much. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for being a part of this and a part of the show. I appreciate y'all for being in this and being willing to talk about love. We're going to do this every single Tuesday at 9 p.m. So I want y'all to get ready. Our next one's going to be coming up. I'll tell you soon what the topic's going to be on. So you can go ahead and give me your questions early. And look, let me give you this final piece about dating. Dating can be difficult because you're dealing with somebody outside of yourself. But it doesn't have to be stressful. All right? It doesn't have to be stressful. It can be loving, it can be peaceful, it can be kind. But you got to have the type of energy that is open to being confident, to being clear, to being curious, to being flexible, and being loving. I want the best, most exciting relationships for you. So go, stop being boring, be curious, get out of your routine, whatever you were taught, learn something new, pick up a new way of thinking about people and dating. And if you want this course that I got for you, or you need some more help on this, go get my book, Successful Love. I also have these shirts for sale. I love me. I'm loving my shirt right now. I love me. And check me out. I got you, okay? ByronJamal.com. Y'all be blessed and have a beautiful night. I can't wait for our next talk next Tuesday. I'll see y'all back soon with another hat. How about that? Y'all want to see another hat? Y'all be blessed. I'll talk to you soon. Adios. More questions. I got you. I got you. All right? More questions. Peace and blessings. Take care. Hey, y'all are amazing over here, by the way. I just want to tell y'all dealt with me looking up over and over again. It was on Instagram too. Let me give y'all a final word that I'm not giving them on Instagram for y'all sticking with me. Love yourself enough to treat yourself to the person that you deserve. Okay? Treat yourself the same way you treat yourself to big trips and to expensive shopping sprees. Treat yourself to the person that you deserve. Straight from my heart to yours. Be blessed. Over and out. Talk to y'all soon. And remember, I love you. Go love yourself. ByronJamal.com. Check me out. Peace.